Terrific. Well, thanks so much for being here with us. And Jill, appreciate those kind words. Super generous of you and delighted to be here with everyone. The team is here. So we've got Amy Monin, who is our Director for Strategic Initiatives. We've got Tammy Blizak, who's our Operations Coordinator. You'll hear from Jess Driscoll, who's our Innovation Sprint Coordinator, and Kelsey Wagner, who is our entrepreneurial training coordinator. And I know Andrew Lavoie is also on the call, who's our uh, design challenge coordinator. So we've got the whole team here and happy to contribute. But I'll share my screen and we'll get started. So the focus is to share a little bit about what we do on campus. We are the Startup and Innovation Collaboratory powered by Blackstone Launchpad. And our focus is really to provide our students and our campus community with an opportunity to embrace their entrepreneurial spirit and their innovation spirit. So we focus our energy to help students um, and the entire campus community to really embrace entrepreneurial thinking, take what they're researching in the lab, think about how they might commercialize it, and also how they might want to be innovators within an organization, like many of us are. So our space is up on the third floor. I bet many of you didn't know that the third floor in the student union even existed. But we are on the third floor of the student union on North Campus, so a bit away from some of you, but we do encourage you to come and visit because it is an inviting and empowering space for our students, and it's like no other space, if I may say so, on our campus, where you really are encouraged to embrace some of those crazy, wild ideas that you have, right? And be that inspiration to others. We focus all of our energy to recruit students to campus, to support their retention at the university and in the community, to help with economic development initiatives, creating jobs in Western New York, and of course, supporting our students to be more employable, career ready, as the speak of higher education. So again, going back to what we do, we focus all of our energy from undergraduate through PhD students focused on supporting their entrepreneurial and innovator spirit, helping them hone their skills in those areas. And we always say you can start as an innovator and swing over to entrepreneur, or you can start as an entrepreneur and swing into an innovator. The decision is not finite and final. So we connect the dots on our campus um, related to entrepreneurship and innovation activities, bringing students from School of Management, from nursing, from public health, from the College of Arts and Sciences together around these ideas. We are centered here at the university in student life. So we really invite our colleagues from across campus to partner with us and collaborate. And part of what we do is we also take our students off campus and into the community because there's a rich and vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem here in Western New York that's ready to embrace them. So all of our programs have a foundation of focusing on core innovation skills. The NACE competencies are aligned with these innovation skills for career success really well, including growth mindset, leadership, creativity, and of course, critical thinking. So as we go along and create our experiences, they're centered in these four areas. Just want to highlight some of our achievements over the years. We've been on campus since 2016. We were grant funded, but now the university has fully invested in us because of the value that we have demonstrated that we can add to the campus community and our initiatives. And we were recognized this year by a global consortium for entrepreneurship centers for our collaboration across disciplines. And this is, I think, the most special recognition that we could have asked for because it really speaks to our partnerships across campus with different decanal units. And we hope we can accomplish that here with health sciences. So we host lots of different competitions and experiences, but we wanted to really focus our conversation with you to share a little bit about a few select sample experiences, including our Aging Innovation Challenge. So goodness, it's been probably 6 years that we've hosted this experience, and it came to us from senior leadership received a letter from the then director of health for New York State, and it called for colleges and universities to encourage their students, faculty, and staff to think about ways to support the aging population and their caregivers, specifically to activities of daily living. And so we collaborated with the Center for Successful Aging at the time, with UB's Business and Entrepreneur Partnerships, to host the Innovation Challenge around aging, and it's been a huge success. And we've hosted it for the past 6 years. In fact, one of the teams that won last year's Panache, which is our premier competition at the University of Buffalo, RHM Innovations, won $25,000 in seed funding and $40,000 in in-kind services, and then went on to win the New York State Business Plan competition. And we were connected with them through the Aging Innovation Challenge. We've long partnered with organizations in our community to mentor students that are competing in the Aging Innovation Challenge. We've collaborated with faculty, one in particular, Professor Jim Lanker in rehabilitation science. He's embedded this experience into his occupational therapy class in the fall. And so all of his students kind of work through this over the semester, and then the finale is in November. So just giving you some examples of how we've collaborated not only on campus, but in the community related to this challenge. We also have a focus on the future of health, and we've created a health futures competition that we host in the spring semester with different tracks, again, to engage students from disciplines in the health sciences, health professions, and look for opportunities to further collaborate and embed this competition in the curriculum. We found it to be really impactful for the students to have time to wrestle with these ideas alongside some of the content that they are working through in their classes. And they typically do work in teams. So just examples of what you might be able to do and how we might be able to partner on these. We also collaborate with the graduate school on hosting the 3-minute thesis. And this is an experience that kicks off in the fall semester. And it's an opportunity for our master's and PhD students to embrace the entrepreneurial skills in a different way, to be able to communicate their research to a non-specialist audience in 3 minutes. And typically it's done with one slide. So typical PhD researchers go to a conference, attend a conference, and put together a beautiful poster, but it requires often longer than 3 minutes. And we're seeing more and more NIH and NSF looking for faculty to do presentations in this format. So this is really providing a professional development opportunity for our students as master's and PhD students. It's our PhD students that compete in the 3-minute thesis competition, but our master's and PhD students have access to the micro-credentials that we've created alongside with the graduate school. And our innovation sprints, we host these in collaboration with faculty in the classroom and with industry partners. And I'm going to invite my colleague, Jessica Driscoll, to join us and offer her thoughts on the innovation sprints. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Jess Driscoll. I'm the Innovation Sprints Coordinator for the CoLab. Innovation Sprints are fast-paced experiential learning opportunities where we partner with faculty and or industry partners to bring learning to the classroom or on a larger scale. How we do this is we partner with a number of different types of entities in all different sectors, from healthcare to sustainability, entertainment, startups, and in different sizes, right? So we work with super tiny startups all the way to locations like Riches, ACV, NOCO that have a large population of employees. What we do is identify a community partner that works best with what is being taught in the curriculum and bring that community partner in to students in the classroom. We identify a challenge that the community partner is having at the time or an ongoing challenge that they would like help with. And students are taught design thinking and creative problem solving in order to help that community partner solve that problem. If we're doing this on a large scale campus wide, those industry partners typically offer a cash prize for students in order to retain their IP after the fact. One of the ones we love to highlight, especially in the healthcare field, is our sprint with Western New York Blood Care. This is a every spring sprint that we host alongside School of Public Health, and this is grant funded. So this a grant was given to Western New York Blood Care, in which they provide funding to School of Public Health to run this sprint, and the prompt changes every year. Last year, we helped them to define what an underserved population in Western New York for blood care could be, and this year we worked on retention of patients with hemophilia. So in our partnership with faculty, we make sure we align with your course content and learning outcomes, as well as the goals for your program. And what students end up learning outside of just those goals is how to creative problem solve, which is looked at as something that employers want in students, but it's not readily taught or available in the classroom because it's not built into curriculum. We help them leverage additional tools and give presentations. So at the end, they give a 3 to 5 minute pitch, depending on the requirement from the community partner and their faculty member. And then it helps with their teamwork and collaboration. All of our industry sprints outside of the classroom are interdisciplinary. So students are introduced to those in other disciplines and they work in teams from freshman to PhD. So not only are they interdisciplinary, they're inter academic level as well. And each time we sprint, we partner with the libraries to provide a resource guide that gives information completely tailored to the sprints and additional info to help students with their presentation skills, developing a pitch if they've never developed one, their stage presence, and giving them different tips and tricks that they can take away from the sprint as well. So some of our faculty partners that we love to highlight are Jessica Kruger from Public Health. We work with her in a number of different facets in her first year courses all the way through our sprint with Western New York Blood Care. We work with rehabilitation science for aging innovations, but we go into the classroom to teach those students this skill. And I can say, based on the ideas that we had this year, they were extremely excited, and we're very excited to be back with Jim in the fall. We also have to add to this slide that we work very closely in public health with the nutrition and dietetics masters, in which we have built out an entire course that a sprint is the focus in the beginning, and then students learn entrepreneurial skills as they go through the semester, where they end with a pitch to community partners. Those wrapped up last week, and we have at least 2 students that are planning to move forward with their venture ideas that also take into consideration their goals for their program.
And I'll share a little bit about our design challenges. So our design challenges are another way that we support our campus to embrace their entrepreneurial and innovation spirit. It's a way for students to learn about emerging industries and topics with a curriculum that is designed in collaboration with faculty. So over the years, we have worked with the Jacobs Institute just last year on a brain machine interface design challenge, where faculty in biomedical engineering help to identify the learning outcomes in collaboration with the Jacobs Institute. And our students were introduced to topics and information that they would have otherwise not had access to because of their particular curriculum. So they learn about opportunities, challenges within these industries, and working in teams, they come up with solutions, new product ideas, new organizations in the space. But they walk away with great industry contacts and information where they can decide, maybe I want to go deeper into this particular industry. So this is some some of the experiences that we offer around design challenges. We've got some examples of some of our students that we've worked with over the years that have connected related to health and professions. So one of the students that we recently featured is Samantha, who is an MS in occupational therapy, and she was a finalist in our Panache competition, where she created a weighted wristband to support individuals that are managing side effects of neurodegenerative diseases such as Parkinson's. We've also had, I mentioned, RHM Innovations that we met through our Aging Innovation Design Challenge, where they came up with their product, their first product of many, the aiding arm, which supports individuals in the area of bathing and giving them a little bit more independence and dignity back as they're managing through sometimes fatal diseases. So RHM Innovations, Courtney Burris earned her PhD last year from industrial systems engineer, and her partner is a PhD in biochemistry at the University of Rochester. We have MD Ryan Young. He was an MD MBA student who started to do some of his rotations as a medical student and understood that there was a need for more efficiency in scheduling ambulatory procedures, and so took some of his coding knowledge and created this new business called Apollo Technology. And he's taken it really far. He won Panache in 2021 on campus. So I'm going to invite Jess to come back online and share a little bit about our new initiative that we're launching called the Faculty Innovation Fellows. Take it away.
So our newest initiative is the Faculty Innovation Fellows Program. This is for faculty members who are looking to bring innovation, entrepreneurship, and or commercialization to their students in any decanal unit. Our eligibility is that faculty must be UB faculty, and they need to propose a course that will be taught that can either be adjusted to include the business model canvas and innovation skills, or a new course that they want to build this into. We do currently do this with our friends in nutrition, and it helped them to meet their new accreditation standards for their renewal, which as of last week, they have the full 7 years and do not have to go back to the accreditation board, which is awesome. And how we are developing this to make sure that it benefits our faculty as well as our students is the first year it's a paid appointment with a $2,000 professional development grant, and then an annual ambassadorship after that. So this is not a one-time built in. This is we help you build it in the first year. We will come into the classroom and we give you $2,000 towards professional development, and we award this to 4 faculty members annually. And then you get a lifetime ambassadorship where you'll be featured on our website. You'll be listed as a partner. And how it works is we help you to build innovation skills in the business model canvas into an existing syllabus or a syllabus that you're designing in a new proposed course. You'll have guidance from the CoLab on how to build this in effectively, and for the course, we will help you in that first year to effectively teach it, and then we'll come in as needed as consultants. So it does need to be a class that is taught yearly. Semesterly is a bonus for us, but at least once a year. We also ask that you contribute to guiding the development of CoLab design challenges, introducing students to emerging industries and topics. And we lead an innovation sprint and want entrepreneurial training during the course. So there are a few other things that our faculty members can do that other faculty are implementing, such as requiring an additional innovation sprint or design challenge or entrepreneurial training that students attend outside of class hours, as credit or extra credit. But those are things that are not required, just a bonus for your students and for you. To apply, you are free to contact me via email. We are getting ready to launch our application next week, and I'm also happy to take any additional questions on our Faculty Innovation Fellows program.
Terrific. Well, that concludes our presentation. We invite any questions that you might have, and always happy to partner and collaborate to support your initiatives, both in the classroom and through your research.
I do have a question about the faculty innovation effort.
Great.
With faculty having expertise in different areas, but maybe having some innovation experience, like what do you imagine that a course is going to look like from them? Like what's ideal?
Yeah, so if it's an existing course, our goal is to build in the business model canvas and our Blackstone Launchpad innovation skills. So one of the ways we did that was with nutrition. They currently offered a leadership course for their master students, so the BSMS, with accreditation for clinical licensure program, where they did the leadership component, but they were lacking that entrepreneurship and innovation component that they really wanted to build in, and it would help them to meet their new accreditation standards. So what we did was we looked at their syllabus and figured out where best in that program something like the business model canvas would fit. They also, for their second year, have to design a lean canvas for a business. And this helps to prepare them for that step that was previously a part of their accreditation, but they did not have the guidance to do so prior. How entrepreneurship and innovation skills work, it can really be built in wherever, right? So if we are working on design projects where they may be designing a new technology, they may be designing new lab research that they want to commercialize on or put out into the community, we can help them go from that idea to commercialization. We build in the business model canvas to give them those base skills and then our innovation skills as well.
Nice.
Question, will this deck be shared afterwards? Because I know I'd like to go back and look at it.
Yeah, we're happy to share.
Thank you. And I'm on the website right now, is there a list of all of the active and current funded and who the contacts are? So especially, sorry, I'm new within our school and I'm just trying to figure out who's doing what.
In terms of faculty that have collaborated with us from your school,
yeah,
we don't have that listed on our website, but we can certainly pull that together for you. Remind me, the decadal area that you're in?
The School of Public Health and Health Professions. I'll send you an email follow-up. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks.
So one of the things that stimulated this conversation with Dar and the team was because we have some overlap sometimes. You know, the project that they were talking about where they were investing in aging related efforts, we actually are also offering something similar to that at the health sciences level right now, where faculty could apply for seed funding for up to $50,000 to get new data or new projects started if you have the intention of going out for external funding. And so, you know, I think there are lots of ways where some of the things that you're trying to do to stimulate projects are very similar. It's just we might be just coming at it from a slightly different angle. But if anybody on the call is interested in that in particular, if has you know, interest in aging work, the LOIs are due the 20th of May, and we can send that out as well.
To add on to that, you know, I understand and know broader impacts are a part of research grants, right? And so we provide a good conduit to maybe achieve some of those objectives for you. So always interested in having conversations if you think your project could benefit in a way, or we can help you achieve those broader impacts. Always open to those conversations as well. As maybe we mentioned in our blurb, innovation skills are so critical, not only in the classroom, but in the research lab as well as then taking that research into the community. So we provide another avenue to do that, and so are really interested in working with more health sciences faculty to bring that about.
How do you guys reach students? So we sent this out, and we sent it out to faculty and staff in the health sciences, but we didn't distribute to students. But I feel like, you know, that's a target audience for you as well, right? So how do you reach them?
And we take many different avenues to do that, right? So whether it's emails or boots on the ground, whether it's maybe spending some time in Harriman Hall handing out our lemonade and inviting students to learn a little bit more about us, or in the health sciences library. I think it's more conversations, one-on-one conversations with students that matter. And we've had some, like we said, we've had great partnerships with the School of Public Health and Health Professions, and they've been able to elevate some of those stories. I think stories really make a difference. We talked a little bit about Samantha, but the ability to take something that she was passionate about, right? Something impacting her life, and using it in the classroom, and then creating a product, sharing those stories with students helps to get another student to say, hey, I know she's a student in my class. Like, if she's doing it, I can do it, right? So it's in a variety of ways, old school, email, in person, but it really takes a village to get the students to be able to embrace these concepts. And the most important part, and we're seeing it, we talked about NSF and NIH, but the reality is that employers are looking for individuals that they're hiring to have these kinds of skills, to be able to influence, to be creative problem solvers, to be resourceful. These are the skills our students need to have. And we're giving them an opportunity to learn the skills, but also apply them and hone them while they're students.
And I will add to that too. So we reach students through our marketing efforts, kind of broad-based across disciplines, across campus. But I do think the innovation sprints and our partnership with faculty to get in their classrooms are a great way for us to reach students we might not normally have at once. So the more we can expand their partnerships, that's part of what, you know, our goal today, reaching out to health sciences faculty, is the more classrooms we can get into, the broader base of students we'll be able to reach. So certainly this is, you know, mutually beneficial. We're trying to help support faculty's efforts, and, you know, in a way that doesn't add burden, but really adds benefit to your course. But also help us by reaching students we might not normally reach.
Can I ask a quick question? Hi, I'm Dr. Hall from the Department of Biomedical Informatics. How I have to get out for another meeting, but I just wanted to know who would I reach out to learn a little bit more about possible collaboration?
Absolutely. So I'm happy to reach out to me, Hadar. It's hborden@buffalo.edu. I like to say I'm the only Hadar on campus, kind of like Beyonce. So you can definitely find me. See, folks are paying attention. So feel free to reach out, and then we'll explore who on our team is the right fit for you to move forward with.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Any other questions? Hadar, and you guys are so generous to have done this, and we need to talk about doing this a repeat probably when classes are in session, because I think that will help as well. This probably wasn't the ideal week, but I can offer, just so that I don't forget, I have a very nice little distribution list on my computer that I can easily reach out to all the communications officers in all of the health science schools. And what they're kind to do for us is put up any images or messages on their message boards within all of the schools. So if you have a slide for something that's coming up, and you send it off to me, I'm happy to send it out to them, and they can start promoting like the innovation faculty that you're going to be looking for. Happy to do it.
Terrific. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Wonderful. Well, as we always say, let's keep soaring together, and see where it takes us.